All right. Hello. Good evening. Hi, Tami. Hi, Maryum. Hi, Lenny. Hello, Lori, Patricia. Good evening. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to tune in tonight. Hearing, a few people's stories, inspiring. We are just here to cast a vision and help other women, men, families, um, everyone live a better, a healthier, progressive life by design. So creating health and financial wellness for more families. And my name is Robin Belfrey. For those of you that don't know me, I have been building this amazing business, a global wellness business, for almost 8 years. So I started about 8 years ago, and I really just wanted to feel better in my body. So I started on our amazing products that you're going to hear a little bit more from Maryum, our nurse practitioner, my friend. She is very well educated in the health field and industry. So, but I started on the weight wellness system, a cellular cleansing, and constantly before that, I was just yo-yo dieting, yo-yo. And it was like, okay, go cut out all the carbs and sugar, come back from the vacation, eat all the things, and think you can outrun the fork on the treadmill. You cannot do that. So it doesn't work. The brownies are like, I'm going to catch up. I got you, but also at that time, I'll just rewind it a little bit. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I did go to cosmetology school when I was about 19, 20, 21 and got my license, all things beauty, love all the things, but didn't really I didn't go work in a salon. I got married at 22 years young. And for about almost 2 decades, I kind of was living through the identity of other people. And I chose that. I loved my life, but, I kind of didn't really grow my mind as much. And so now, being introduced to these amazing products, I just feel free from cravings. I feel like I have the most natural energy now. I feel jubilated every day. People are like, where do you get your energy? I'm like, hello, I share it over and over and over, but also I found my purpose and my passion. I always loved helping people. But when this came into my life, I not only was getting out of a funk in my own physical body, but helping other people help me get out of a funk even more. And so now 8 years later, built a global team, and it's like family. It's like we're one team. It's not Robin's team. We're all one team here. And it's not about who you know, but who you're going to meet. With the financial wellness aspect component of this business, I never saw myself building a global business or being successful. And here, it's like you get to be paid to be your truest expression of you. And so I just want you to imagine living your life by design, being free to be you, not someone else, in the healthiest body that you can imagine as well. So that's what I'm really passionate about now, is helping women, men, families just be the best girl polished version of them. That's from the inside out. And so that's enough about me, but I want to introduce to you one of the most amazing women, Maryum SekAndary. She is a nurse practitioner. Like I said, she can share a little bit more of her background, but she also worked in the ER. She has a wellness spa in Newport, California. She's a mom, she's done multiple things and just helping so many humans, including me. Now that I'm getting to know her more and more, we were on Zoom a lot earlier today. So Maryum, can you just share a little bit of your background and what she's so passionate about, our, health and nutrition and taking care of ourselves. Let me say one thing, disclaimer, we do not claim to treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure anything. But when you put the right things in your body, we feel your body will start to perform like a miracle is meant to be. So Maryum, can you take it away for a few moments?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking time this evening and joining us, everyone who has taken time. Health and wellness is absolutely my passion. I have experience in the ER, working in a very inundated ER in a lower socioeconomic area. I live in the beautiful city of Irvine in Southern California, but I would drive 1 hour in the inner city because I loved what I did, and I've learned a tremendous amount in the ER I worked at. I currently do have a wellness center, and my passion is helping educate people on how to take care of their own bodies. And in this day and age, we're such a disease-driven society, and we need to be more of a health-based driven society. And we have to take our health in our own hands. That's the biggest thing that I have learned. And health and wellness starts with what we put in our mouth. Digestion starts in the mouth. From our chewing is where the digestion starts, and we have to take our health in our own hands, and that is the only way we truly heal. We have to get to the root of our body's diagnosis, as the doctors give us. And one of the best ways that I have personally found is cleansing and detoxing the body. I can, Robin and I have had conversations about this.
Yeah, can you
hours
touch on
long.
it? I know.
Absolutely. My favorite type of cleanse is a cellular cleanse. And most of the stuff that you guys see on the market now, it just touches the colon cleanse. People just do the colon. And as I said, digestion starts in the mouth. From literally chewing. The second you see food, your stomach acids start to produce and digestion starts. Ironic as that sounds, most people think it starts once you put the food in your mouth and it gets to the stomach. No, that is not where it starts. And one thing I love about the Isogenics products is it helps guide you as far as the 7-day reset or the 30-day reset. You do have that opportunity where it's supported and it gives you snacks and tools, because one thing when it comes to food, the food is by far the hardest thing for people to actually process and change. Everything we do is surrounded around food, whether it's a gathering of family members, a gathering of friends, and through community and consistency is how to actually ultimately change. Change your body, change your mindset, change your feelings, change your emotions. Everything starts with the digestive system. And when you give your body in your digestive system a break, you actually see profound changes in your health. This is one thing that I've understood and learned with my own health journey is whether you're on a paleo diet, keto diet, vegan, plant-based, pescatarian, and no one diet is for everyone. I will say that through what I've learned. But what is for everyone is giving your digestive system a break. And what that means is when you're constantly putting food in your mouth, when you're constantly eating, your body is using all its energy to digest food. When you do some type of a fasting or a detox or a cleanse, and as Robin had that cleanse up right now, when you do give your bodies and your system a chance to detox or cleanse, now it's going to use all its energy to help heal any ailment you may have. So if you're constantly putting food in your mouth, whatever diet you're on, it's using all its energy to digest. And there's no healing going on if you were to have any issues that you may not even know about. And another thing that I've learned is when people start detoxing or cleansing, some people may feel a little funny, and that is normal. And that is usually when people quit, and that is usually when people stop. That is a healing process. So toxins affect you going into the body and coming out of the body. So as you're detoxing, as you're getting rid of the toxin, as you're cleansing, you are going to feel some type of way. The one thing I do encourage everyone is not to quit. And going back to community and consistency, when you do these cleanses, when you do change your diet, always make sure to do it with a community if you can, whether it's your household, friends, and family. You do get more benefits of it. You hold each other accountable and you feel better. And you'll notice if you stay consistent with it, you feel so much better.
I love it. It is so true. I need accountability 8 years later doing our cleanse, honestly, but I love it. And we were talking about the cleanse. We were looking at the products even more in detail. And you were just going on about the aloe that's in our cleanse.
The alkaline, as far as being alkaline, disease processes and inflammation happen when your body is in an acidic state. So one thing I love about the ingredients that Isagenix has, it is alkaline base, meaning that you reduce the inflammation in your body on a cellular level. It's going into the cells. The ingredients they're using are going into the cells and taking the toxins out of the cells, which is also anti-aging, really.
It's so true. And then, so, I know we had the call last week on NADI, but I see a lot of different new faces on here, but you do the NAD IV drips. Clients, customers come in for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
You do the loading dose. So what's the difference? What is NAD? Why do we need it? Briefly.
NAD is a coenzyme that we all naturally have in our body. After the age of 25, our bodies get depleted of it. We get less of it. NAD is good for cognitive health. It's anti-aging. It's great. Actually, people lose weight on it too. NAD penetrates into the cell on the mitochondria and it creates energy. So you're creating more energy, and it also works on the chromosomes, the end of the chromosomes. So our chromosomes are crossed like this. At the very end of the chromosome, we have this cap. The caps are called telomeres. And as those telomeres get less and less, we age. So what NAD does is it helps create or grow the telomere, which actually can halt or slow down the process of aging. And the less NAD you have inside the cell, it transfers into cell death, and it transfers into aging of the cell. Hence, they've actually now said that wrinkles and stuff is actually a diagnosis. It's an aging process. It's actually a diagnosis. It's a health crisis. Now they're seeing that how much the chromosomes and the telomeres at the end of the chromosomes, how much they actually do help with anti-aging, slowing down the aging process.
Oh my gosh. So, okay. And then one more thing, because you said how our NAD, our new NAD, which I have it right here.
Oh, I love it. The magical NAD.
The
So I love this product because in addition to NAD, it has several other ingredients. Broccoli seed extract, which is great for detoxification. It helps lower your blood sugar. It helps lower your cholesterol. And as I stated last week, one of the associates that actually signed me up, a colleague of hers, said while taking this, she started not feeling well. And I asked several questions. I said, was this client a diabetic? Yes, she was. Was she taking medication? Did she have high cholesterol? Yes, she was. So a lot of people, their baseline, they're used to operating with a blood sugar of, for example, let's just say you're operating with a normal blood sugar of 160. So that means you're operating up here. So as you start to take that NAD and it's lowering your blood sugar and it's lowering your cholesterol, yes, you're going to feel funny, but your cholesterol and blood sugar is getting better. But since you're not used to it being lower, since you're used to functioning at such a high level, you start to feel funny. So it makes sense where they feel a little bit lightheaded. But again, that's the toxins are leaving the body. The NAD is going into the cell, getting rid of inflammation, getting rid of the toxins, and you're not used to feeling at a normal baseline. So as it's bringing your sugar down and actually making you not have sugar spikes, because people are not used to it, they're feeling funny, as they said.
Wow. So I think, so you had said too last week, like if someone is feeling that way, maybe recommend going down to 1 pill a day instead of 2 a day.
Yeah. So titrating on, meaning slowly adding instead of 2 a day, start off with 1 a day because maybe their body can't handle it. Again, they're not used to it. So maybe we should bring down their blood sugar and cholesterol slowly.
Okay, awesome. One more thing, the adaptogen elixir. There's so many amazing products Isagenix has.
The adaptogen, and then the nootropics. Anyone out there working in the ER, I had so many of myself and my colleagues that would take these energy drinks. Oh my God, the worst thing about these 12-hour shifts and taking these energy drinks was at the end, you get this horrific crash. What is lovely about the nootropics with Isagenix is you get the short-term brain health as well as the long-term brain support. So you get the cognitive focus, the brain health, and you don't get that crash. Ingredients are made to support you. So you get this spark of energy for long term and short term, but you don't get that crash because it's the natural ingredients that they have, which I love. I'm addicted to them. But I would suggest not taking it in the evening hours. It does have caffeine in it and green tea extract, but you would want to take it in the morning, maybe the energy drinks currently on the market have. I love that, and BEA, which I take all the time, the BEA.
Sorry, I was on mute for a second because I was trying to open. I'm like talking. I was trying to open the new traffic. I love it. This a new box because okay, I had 2 earlier today. All good. I love it so much, but I need all the help with my focus and brain support. Okay.
And be very mindful of the packaging. One thing I love about the packaging here is that they took time to create this packaging, and anything that comes in a glass bottle, first glass bottle, second, the fact that it's dark, what it's doing is it's preserving the ingredients that are in there. So, and look how they love it. Look how they package it and the way it comes to you. If it's in plastic and if it's coming in a powder form, it gets degraded as you use it, and they're preserving their ingredients. So the team that created this, they're taking that extra step to actually preserve all those beautiful ingredients that are in there. I'm addicted to it. I love it.
I love it. Thank
If
you.
you have to study, if you have a job interview, if you have to focus on something, have you guys we're so inundated with technology and everything wanting our attention. Have you ever read a sentence over and over and didn't know what you read? Take a nootropic and go read a book. I promise you, you will read it one time and have so much great benefits. You'll understand everything you read, and you'll have that amazing calm focus without the jitteriness. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good analogy. I know it really does help and work. No, I know. I love it. Thank you so much. I don't know if anyone has any questions for Maryum, but she is in Newport, California, MS Wellness. You can follow her on Instagram, send her a message, and we'll see and hear more from her in the future.
Absolutely.
As well.
I get to all my DMs. If you guys want to follow me and send me a DM, if you guys have any further detailed questions for me, you can follow me on MS Wellness Group on IG, and I'll try to get back to all of your questions.
Thank you, Maryum. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Tami Hess, I'm going to introduce Tami, and she's going to introduce another amazing special person, Lenny. So excited to hear from him. But my beautiful friend Tami, so we met through this amazing company. Some of you don't know, some of you do know, this is a legacy company, and the company's 21 years young. Isagenix, the products are amazing. It started with a vision to help families create physical and be free from physical pain and financial pain, and in the process create the most trusted and respected direct sales company in the world. So Tami started almost 17 years ago, and guess what? Because of our amazing business model, we have 84% are product users only, which says a lot about our products, but some people choose to share their results. It's a gift to more families, but little did she know, Rob in Belfrey was going to come down in her lineage, like way down here, like how many years later, right? So she started 17 years later. It'll be 8 for me. And she was like, what? So it's not about who you know, but who you're going to meet. And now I'm so blessed for the heart and the love that she gives so many other people. I mean, it's just incredible every single day. She is a mom. She has grandbabies. She has an amazing team that she's helping. So thank you, Tami, for your help and leadership in this world and just your generous love. So thank you. Can you share a little bit how you got started? Like, because you've been doing this.
Yeah.
You've gone through a lot.
Yep. I am so excited tonight. I'm so excited for Lenny and Maryum. I'm so excited for you because you teach. And when Robin invited me to start working with her, she was doing Girlpolished. And I said, you know what, Rob, we need Girlpolished, but we need GirlPaid. And so guys, it's the product and then it's that opportunity. And Maryum, I know you had a great, yesterday, a great week. So good for you. And it was Monday. So I'm excited. Anyway, my name is Tami Hess. I've been with Isagenix 17 years. And I want you to know that I would not be here today if it was not for Lenny Evans. And I was telling Robin today, Robin said, I really don't know Lenny. And I want to really quickly tell you a short story. I was a Mary Kay sales director. I had been 20 years with the company, 16 years as a director, probably about 15 years with a director. And I had remarried, and I married a wonderful man who decided that he wanted to be home and be my assistant. Well, I thought I married a wonderful man so we would have more money, right? And so the story goes, he decided that he was not going to work. And so I started saying an affirmation, a large abundance of money is coming my way. Thank you, God. I am so blessed. And I said it day in and day out because I was stressed. We had more money than money, and he was not going to get a job to help us financially. So I was at an expo one day, and I was loving, you guys, what I did. I loved being a director. I loved my girlfriends. This was perfect. And I was at an expo one day, and my table at What Women Want was across from this Isagenix table. And these guys, you guys, it is so energetic. They were so fun, so excited, balloons, I'm like, it was like oxygen to me. I was exhausted. And so the next year I went to do the same booth, and I said, is the Isagenix booth people here? And the guy goes, I know you're going to complain like everybody else. I said, oh no, I'm not. I want to be right next to them. They are amazing. And I was watching these guys, and Lenny Evans was one of them. Well, long story short, the girl next to me talked to me about Isagenix, and I told her, no, thank you. And she said, you'd be great at what you do. And I said, I absolutely love what I do. I drove a pink Cadillac. I loved it. And about 3 months later, you guys, she calls me up and she says, if you would help me out, I would win a cruise with Jimmy Smith, but I need one more person. If you'll just join. And Maryum, thanks for talking about gut health, because I would be your patient. And I said, look, I need your shakes. I knew about them. I need your shakes. And we ordered shakes. And one day I got a call, and the girl asked me if my husband would go to lunch with Lenny Evans. And I was like, oh, absolutely. I'm like, a large abundance of money is coming my way. Thank you, God. I'm so blessed. And I sent Gary to lunch. Well, if you know the personalities, Gary was an analytical, compliant, ran Cadillac. Anyway, came back and I'm like, what did you think? Are you so excited? And he's like, they're okay. And you guys, I'm telling you, I went in the other room and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. The girl called me back and said, would you consider meeting Lenny at Basilia's restaurant? And I'm like, well, I can't do this as a career, but I'll meet him. So I go to this restaurant, and here is this man sitting there. And I'm telling you, it was magical. I just looked at him. I listened to him, but he did something really smart. He didn't talk to me about Isagenix. He talked to me about my career, asked me what I had achieved, how well I had done. He even said something smart to me. He goes, maybe I should be doing that. And I just felt comfortable because I was ready to tell him, no, I'm not going to do your company. We had lunch. And I remember as we walked out, he said to me, our company is looking for sharp women to become millionaires with our company. I really think you've got what it takes. And I said, oh, thank you so much. And he got in his car and drove off, and I got in my car. And I remember the thought came to me, two amazing words. And it was, what if? And I just sat there in that parking lot. I'm like, what if this is it? I mean, I'm working hard. What if this is it? Long story short, they started holding meetings here in my home. And it was because of Lenny. He has teamed with me for 17 years, you guys. He has stuck with me. He just, for me, his belief, and I've always said he should be a personal coach. Robin, that's why I'm so excited he's here tonight. And I've asked Lenny is in California. He'll tell you a story, but I've asked him to tell his story of kind of how he got into Isagenix. And Lenny, I love you so much. I would never have made over $2 million had it not been for you, for that luncheon at Basilia's, for you holding meetings in my home, for you bringing Hillary Courtney in the company for me on that phone call that we both got chills from head to toe. It's all about you, Lenny. And I really want to welcome you and your team into this community with us on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You guys, the one, the only, the magical Lenny Evans.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me loud and clear? Is it
We
good?
hear ya.
Good. Well, hey, gosh, what a great Zoom this has been. How educational, Robin. You know, your energy is just amazing. And Maryum, that's amazing. Absolutely. Everything you were teaching us, amen, to all that. And Tam, I just love you. And, you know, we're family. So I get, so to do justice to what you just asked me to do, whew,
And
19,
everybody, Lenny, I'm
yeah,
going to interrupt you. This is
yeah,
your entire team. This
yes.
is
I mean,
all of your team, baby.
it's amazing. It's a miracle, you know, to stop and think about how we can impact so many thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives. And, but I didn't know any of that. Reverse it with me, go back in time 19 years ago. I'm going to a Dale Carnegie course. I took it in Irvine, California. And my Dale Carnegie instructor, she pitched me on isogenics, and I wasn't really hearing it, what she was saying. She goes, hey, do you want to do a cleanse? And I thought it was like a coffee enema. And I was like, no, not at all. And then she asked me again, and I'm like, no part of your coffee enema entertained my thinking process, Nikki. And then the third time, I said, Nikki, you should really stop talking to me about it. You know, because the name of our course was How to Win Friends and Influence People. And she was doing neither on the third exact same question to me that I had already said no twice. Anyway, she said, it's mostly protein shakes. I go, oh, I do protein shakes. And so I did it. When I did it, I just want to say something. The cleanse bottle didn't quite look as pretty. It actually looked like a detergent bottle, but that's okay because I did a 9-day, you guys. I'd never done anything like that. And to Dr. Maryum, what she said, oh my gosh, yeah, I was like shot out of a cannon. On back then, I think it was day 5, I literally came alive. My physical life had energy and my mental clarity was out of control. And what I loved about it is that for the first time in my life, I felt like I had a system that could improve my health and I could improve other people's health. And that was so cool. And then I started to share it. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I'd never really been in network marketing at all. And so, but other people started like getting excited too. And everybody that followed the rules on the 9-day, the John Anderson way, they had an explosion. And now I call it coming alive. You come alive. And the ER shred, do one, man. Day 5, you will come alive. But all of a sudden, I started earning 3 cycles a week. And I didn't really know what that all was, but you guys, 3 cycles is $700 a month. Who do you know that could use an extra from where they are right now, an extra $700 a month? Because that's just 3 cycles a week. And it happened so fast for me 19 years ago. And I just got so excited about the simplicity of sharing this concept with people that could make them get so healthy so quickly. And if they chose, they could also, you know, make some residual. And so that's literally what happened. Let me make sure I'm going to read this because Tami, when you texted me, I wrote a couple things down here. So yeah, those 3 cycles changed my life forever. And I came alive. And it empowered me to be able to help anyone else change their life. And I could show them how. Then I moved to St. George. It's 2004. 2005, I'm making enough money. I can move wherever I want. I always want to live in St. George. I'm like drawn to St. George. Did I know that Tami, Hess, and Dave MacArthur are like literally praying me there? God, thanks. I mean, I was there for a long time, but there was no millionaires yet, and I wasn't one. But I had a vision. And where there's no vision, you know, people don't do so good. But where you have a vision, a personal vision, you're going to thrive. And my vision was, and I'm going to do it in my best 6th sense little boy voice, I see millionaires. I see millionaires. I was learning how to visualize for the first time in my life. I was learning how to do it. And I kept thinking, I see millionaires. I see millionaires and everywhere. And so of course, when I went out to lunch with Tami, I'd already met, Dave, and he was going to be a millionaire. Dave MacArthur, are you kidding me? Like, I could already see it in him. And once I met Tami, she must have had the wrong vehicle, because she should have been a multimillionaire, the woman I was talking to. So I all of a sudden had something so profound. If people would just have the spark to come alive, physical, mental, that happens on a cleanse, a 2-day cleanse for sure, 9-day, ER shred, 30-day, whatever you're going to do, knock yourself out. Just make sure it helps people come alive. And then if they start sharing it, that little bit of money, 3 cycles a week, you guys do the math. Oh, and I remember Jimmy Smith would always sit by me, and he would always tell me that I learned network marketing faster than anyone he'd ever seen. And it was always a huge compliment to me. And then he would just sit there and tell me, hey, did you realize that when we got involved, it was $51 a cycle, and now it's 52? And I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, it means this is a unicorn. It means it's a miracle. The cycle value went up. Nobody, even, all the companies we know about, they all go under and their cycle values go down. Well, we're not at 52 anymore, are we? Check that out. 19 years later, we're at $54 a cycle. So do the math. 54 times 3 times 4.3 is about $696, $700 a month. That changes people's lives. It makes car payments. It fills your tank with gas. Oh my gosh, it does so many things, right? And so I just wanted to make sure and say that. So I kept seeing it, and then bam, 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 bam. Hillary Courtney came, and she became a millionaire. And then Dave MacArthur. Then I became millionaire, number 36, I think. And then Hillary was the youngest, and she was number 46. And then Dave and Carrie, and then Emily Bavra, and then Hayden, and then all these people were becoming millionaires like crazy. And then Tami, millionaire number 99, and we're like, what? And it's just like, I see millionaires, but hold on. And if I have to end soon, I will with this. I see more millionaires now than ever. I see millionaires. Like, there's so many on my team. Robin, you're a millionaire for sure. Like, anyone who commits to this and just says, first of all, I'm never giving up, you have to become a millionaire. In this company, we have 420 people that have earned $1 million. That's so amazing, right? And so what did I want to say? I see millionaires, and I wanted to make sure and get this out because it's so important. It's so important to come alive. What the world needs is people that have come alive, period. So I'm always looking for people with a spark. It's in their eye. It's in their attitude. It's in their words. Oh, don't you love this wind? I'm in Palm Springs a lot lately. Don't you love this wind? I say to people that are jumping in the jacuzzi, oh, this wind. No spark. No spark yet. And so I give them another couple chances. But if I say, oh, don't you love this wind? And they're like, oh, I love the wind. I'm like, I got goosebumps. There could be a spark here. And then I'm going to start to help them feel heard and understood a little bit. And it's magic how that works, right? So, but then what I really want to get to, though, is that people that want to come alive. And so when I invite them into my world, because it's a very special world, it's ISA land. It's the most beautiful place. I've been here for 19 years. I'd never go anywhere. I'll be here for the rest of my life. I'm leaving a legacy of love and money, both. And that's exciting. So to come alive, physical energy, come alive, mental clarity, those two things, do whatever products you need to make sure that happens for you. Oh, by the way, this one, Tami Hess, I love you. You sent me some of these about 6 months ago. I don't even know. I can't even go a day without one of these. This is my favorite way to get caffeine in my body. Moringa. I love it. Watch Dr. Plant talk about this stuff. Woo! Before I do anything else, I have become so addicted to this peanut butter powder. And I put it in a big scoop in chocolate, and I put it a big scoop in vanilla, because when it's vanilla, you see that little puppy behind me? That's Kaya. My soulmate, my soulmate is in Egypt. So Arkaya is with me. And so she loves vanilla peanut butter, Isoline Pro vanilla with peanut butter. You shake it up and you put it in a little thing and she just goes nuts for it. I know they say no chocolate, so I'm doing vanilla, but me, chocolate peanut butter, dear God. But just make sure you're loving it, that you're bouncing up and down, that you love these things so that you come alive these ways. Physical energy, mental clarity. Then show people the money. You guys, there's 3 ways to make money. Right now money, bridge money, and long-term money, baby, residual. All of those monies, everyone deserves to know. Sharon Walsh, dear goodness, that woman, she's leading us strong. She's a badass leader. And she says, if you're not talking about the money, somebody else is. And they're trying to get you to buy a Cadillac or something. Who knows, right? So if you're not talking about the money, someone else is. Make sure that goes on your wall, because it's on mine, so that people can come alive with the thought of money. Financial freedom. ISA is the engine that provides the freedom of your life. Okay, so when people see that bigger vision, residual income is the ticket to freedom, and they get to see that, and that you can help others light up and come alive, and then you can see the big picture, and just do that over and over, guys, because it's real. I was talking to Rhonda Collier today, one of my best friends in the whole world, and Dave MacArthur too, actually. And because we're planning another bliss retreat with you. We need to talk about that, young lady, in St. George. But we were just talking about this really is such an important time because nobody really even knows about us, you guys. We're probably in about 1 or 2% of the United States, 1% maybe, which leaves 99% of the US, Canada, and like, it's kind of nuts. It's a better opportunity than when I moved to St. George in 2005. And I think there's a new birth happening right now in this 2023. If you can feel it, it's a beautiful thing. And our company's raring to go. And our comp plan's never been more sure. The 20% is the best thing that ever happened to the whole world of the bonuses. And so I could talk all night about this company, because I love it so much. And but just make sure that you get people to take a look at it, because you come alive twice. I told Dave MacArthur, we were talking the other day, I said, Dave, do you remember when you did your first 9-day? And I just moved to St. George. I hadn't met Tami yet, I don't think. And he did a 9-day, and he did those first 2 days of shake. And yet we kind of let people eat whatever they want. The ER Shred takes care of that. That's why it works that much better, because we control what you eat, meat, butter, cheese, stuff like that during those 11 days and stuff like that. And it always was an 11-day, right? But anyway, on day 4, Dave MacArthur is in his little house and with a broken window, and he screams at the top of his lungs. And I had to remind him of this the other day. He said to Carrie, do you feel that? Because he had done a 2-day cleanse. He'd never done a 2-day cleanse. We were cheeseburger people, like every day, but not good cheeseburgers, like McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Wendy's, dear God, whatever. And you do a 2-day cleanse, man, and Dave came alive. And then Dave MacArthur was already in 3 months. He'd already quit his job at the Honda dealership as a mechanic, because it doesn't take long to replace that income. But he didn't really understand the geometric progression of numbers. I took that personal, because I was like, God, I should do a better job at teaching that, because everybody should understand that. It's the 9th wonder of the world, Jimmy Smith says. You should be teaching the 9th wonder of the world to people. It's the geometric progression of numbers. And it's made manifest in our compensation plan, the long-term residual one. So anyway, Dave finally got that. He pulled over on the freeway and he goes, get Bill Mayer on the phone, or Jimmy on the phone. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, I understand the geometric progression. He was on the 15 freeway, pulled over. I could hear semis passing him. Dave had the 2 come alive moments. Do you feel that? The power of John Anderson and now Dr. Plant and all these products that we have. And then the power of the geometric progression of numbers, and how if you just share and build 2 teams, it could set you free. And Dave and Carrie, congratulations. They just won over $10 million, and they entered into level 3 Legacy Club. So I'm just saying, man, if it can happen for Dave MacArthur and Tami Hess and Lenny Evans, and it can happen for Hillary Courtney, and it can keep happening for the Robin Dundan, it can happen to so many people, hundreds of people now, then shouldn't you just take a look at it? What if, Tam, what if you could $2 million and then just be getting started in 2023 and earn another 5 million and leave that to DJ and Tara and your beautiful family? You know, that's what I'm talking about. So you guys, everybody has this. So I'm glad I got to share tonight. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Lenny.
You. And Robin, can I say one thing that Lenny taught me? You know, in his early days, I remember he went down to Jim and Kathy Coover's for dinner. You know, I'd say, what are you doing, Len? Where are you going? Oh, I'm just having dinner at the Coover's house. And I'm like, what? Nobody has, with a company owner. And, you know, it was so amazing. He's been on stage. He spoke. He's been in Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Entrepreneurs. He's amazing. But he did teach me one thing, you guys. Change your thoughts and you change your world. And when he started to teach me that, I was telling Robin today, if you say so, the universe. Lenny, thank you. Thank you. Robin, thank you for including us in your Girlpolished, GirlPaid.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much. Seriously, I can't, there's nothing else I can say other than show people the money. I mean, I know sometimes people are like, oh, you know, money, when good people have good money, people can have better health. They do good for more families. I'm just saying, like, it's not everything, but it is up there with oxygen and water. It really is. Right? So thank you so much. The community and what we have at Isagenix is just so priceless. I mean, you do not need, if I can do this, anyone can do this. You know, and like Maryum was saying, and we're looking at technology and use the nootropics, you know what? I just have patience. I'm like, you know what? I've learned to have more patience being a part of this community as well. So.
But what have we got tomorrow night? What's coming up?
Goodness. Yes, tomorrow night we have, speaking of the 11-day, the ER Shred, we have Sean Escobar and Crystal Escobar. So they're the founders of the 11-day ER Shred, what he was just talking about. So he, you know, some people do the 9-day and the 11-day, but then they kind of sort of do it. They're going to show us you have a protocol to really eliminate, reset, and really feel good for the rest of your life. So that's tomorrow night. They're sharing their story. They're also Isagenix millionaires. Lenny, did you want to say something about that?
Yeah, Sean and Crystal are some of my dearest friends in the world. But when I saw them in 2020, I called Sean and said, what, dude, what are you doing? He was just ripped. And I was like, what are you doing? And I had become vegan. I had gone pescatarian. I had vegetarian. Oh my God. As a yogi, I became a yoga teacher. I felt crappy for a long time. And then I did the ER Shred with Sean and Crystal. Oh, wow. It's the 9-day original John Anderson 9-day on steroids. And it delivers. Oh, wow, you guys, it'll tighten you up. It'll get rid of inflammation. It'll get you ripped. And I've been a shredder ever since. I'm a carnivore pretty much. I like carnivore MD a lot. I do mostly meat. I do 2 shakes a day, Isolene Pro always. And then I like fruit in the season that it's in, and then just pretty much that. So yeah. Anyway,
and you're shredded.
I can't believe you guys get Sean and Crystal tomorrow.
I know. So we have Sean and Crystal, and we have Patty. I think she might be on here. Patty Anderson, who's released 108 pounds. So 100 using the ER Shred Isagenix system. She kind of goes back and forth with the 11-day and then the 30-day, but mostly the 11-day ER Shred. So she'll be on sharing her story. She's a cosmetologist, a salon owner. She has 6 boys, but really I heard her share her story before and what all the things that she can do now, and the confidence in herself and her emotions and everything in day-to-day life is powerful. So she's tomorrow. Who do you know that would relate to her? Also, my girlfriend Jenya, who I've known for years, she's a mom. She just had a baby that's not even a year old, but she used our products all through her whole pregnancy. Of course, she didn't cleanse. Okay. So she used the food, the nutrition. It's the best nutrition on the planet for your body, the baby, you know, obviously we have to say, talk to your doctor, but it's food. Okay. So she's going to be sharing, so you can get inspired, and maybe you need that accountability to hear some more inspiring stories, right? So who do you know? Invite people to it. And then next week, yeah, Tami, do you want to, Tuesday night, we have.
I'm thinking, is it Dave and Carrie? Do we have Dave and Carrie next week, Rob?
We have, look at, now I have to look because I was asking you. Oh my goodness. Was it?
I
Oh,
think
it's Lauren Frierson. Next Tuesday night, Isogenics Millionaire. She's going to be sharing on connecting a ton of things and time blocking to build business, but also, and then on Wednesday, it's a family affair with Carla and Laura. So they are in California as well, but both moms, and they have children. Their kids are drinking the shakes, using the shakes, how they incorporate it, and also how they're loving the collagen and building a community and social gatherings there. So, you know, they're both different backgrounds. One has a clothing line, but doing this in the pockets of her time, really into holistic health. And then Laura is in real estate. She is a loan officer and has a company with her husband. So if you know anyone in real estate, so she's in that, but also a mom, and her whole kids, all three kids, drink the shakes every morning. And so very inspiring, and so we'll cast a vision there too. So that's next week. So much more to come, but I'm just happy to be connected with everybody here tonight and going forward. You know, it's not about you, it's about who you're going to meet. You know, one light to another. I do believe that we can really make a big impact together. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and get out of your head and lead with your heart. That's what I want to say. That's been on my heart all day today. So who do you know that needs this gift? Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Maryum. Thank you, Tami.
Maryum.
Okay, do y'all want to wave? Cheese. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Lenny.